Speaking of testimony, man, I just really feel encouraged to share a testimony of mine. I know brother Jeff, I just did a video on his testimony, and I just feel encouraged to share. And I think that that's what we need to be doing, y'all. We need to be sharing our testimony, man. If you have social media, if you have a Facebook, if you're even watching this, you have a means to post your testimony. All you have to do is just add it, record it on your phone, and upload it, y'all. I believe, man, if many people shared their testimony across the stream, the platform, that, man, we would glorify Jesus even more so on social media. The reason why I believe in us sharing our testimony on social media, me and my wife, we have doctor's appointments all the time. We go out to eat all the time, and man, a lot of people are just looking down at their cell phones. We live in a social media type of world. Man, we're on it all the time. Might as well use it for the glory of God and just flood people's feed with Christian content. So this is a story of whenever I was younger. Man, I'll never forget. I was sitting there at my brother's, I think it was his wife at the time, but they're married now, Leanna. We were standing out there in Portland, Texas, and I'll never forget this story, man. I was like out there worshiping. I had my guitar, and I was singing to God, and man, we were just really on fire whenever we were younger, in our younger days, and we still are, amen. We're still going strong. This is probably maybe 10 years ago, and I'm sitting there with my guitar, and one of my sister-in-law's uncle comes by. He rode up on his bike, and I'll just never forget, man. I was strumming and singing. He's like, "Hey, man, what are you playing?" You know, like, I think he maybe even might have asked me to play him a song or something. I was like, "Man, I only sing for Jesus." I was like, "Man, I'm just out here worshiping God." And he's like, "What?" He's like, God can't speak. He's a mute God. And I was like, man, I'm just praying to him. And I remember him I don't even know where it came from. All I remember is that he's like, man, God is a mute God. I was like, what? God still speaks today, man. I put down my guitar. I was like, he still speaks. He still speaks. And this was I think it was summertime transitioning into the winter time, and man, I was like, just listen. I was like, man, if you don't believe God speaks, I was like, man, just listen to him. And I remember this, and the first cold front blew in that moment, when I was like, man, just incline your ear to him, to heaven. I was like, just listen. And this massive, I kid you not, this massive cold front came in and just blew. The trash cans were tumbling, those big blue ones with the green lids, the recycle ones, those were just tumbling in the road. And this massive thing, and I felt like Moses, like I was like, yes, just listen. And we were all out there just praising the Lord, and man, you should have seen the look on his face, man. His eyes were like, oh my goodness. He's like, I need to get home. And I'll never forget, man, he was just pedaling against the wind on his bike all the way home. And that was just a radical encounter with God. And man, I encourage you, man, in the comments, would you just post, even in the comments, that's a step to sharing your testimony of what the amazing things God has done for you. And I just encourage you, man, that's one step, is just to comment in this video your encounter with God, even just the simplest form. And would you even just share that on your Facebook, whether you're on Instagram, YouTube? Man, I believe in the power of the testimony. We will overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So anyways, guys, let me know what y'all think in the comments about that. Comment it up. Feel free to share your personal testimony here in the comments. Love you guys. Hey guys, if you like this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, push the notification bell. Liking this video definitely helps out the algorithm and the page grow. Also, feel free to go to our website, awaken-texas.com. There you can become a monthly supporter, and we highly encourage you to consider giving monthly. Also, follow us on Instagram. There you can find more content. Please consider going to our Facebook page at Awaken Texas. If you consider partnering with us in our GoFundMe, here we're raising money for a camper. God has called us to travel to all 254 counties. So if you feel led to give and make a donation to our GoFundMe, that helps as we travel and do what God has called us to do. Anyways, guys, thank y'all so much. The links in the description are here at the bottom.